guys, we have a big breaking news coming out, and just looking at this title, it's not good. A warning target the blue lawmakers after Donald Trader's post. Now, I'm going to skip certain names here, guys. The platform is really strict. So, for those of you that missed the video a few days ago, you have, I think there were 4 or 5 lawmakers telling US soldiers that you don't have to go by illegal orders, meaning that you don't have to listen to the commander-in-chief. And so the next day, Donald, well, he was furious, and he sent a message to the lawmakers, and the message that he sent was very, very, very disturbing. And so give me a second here. Let me see if I could find that. But yeah, it should be here somewhere. We're gonna get to all this news, but yeah, let me show you this one really quick. So these are the lawmakers. So we want to speak directly to members of the military and the intelligence community. The American people need you to stand up for our laws and Constitution. Don't give up the ship. You don't have to listen to illegal orders, meaning you don't have to listen to the commander. And yeah, go figure. It comes from the left lawmakers. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. It says here 5 out of 6. Oh, so there were 6 altogether. Okay, so 5 out of 6 lawmakers who called on the military to refuse illegal orders from the administration have received warning. And this is not a warning from Donald. This is not a warning from the House or the Senate. This is a message from someone in a public, a citizen. After Donald accused them of seditious behavior he considered punishable by death. Man. So on Friday, the offices of Senator Elisa, as well as the Representative Jason and others, said that their offices had received warning messages, meaning police in Concord, New Hampshire, responded to a warning at the local office. What do you expect? You people put out the most ridiculous video out there, and what do you expect? You're not doing this for the American people. You're basically starting something here. Newsweek called the members of the Congress on Saturday morning for comment. Newsweek also contacted the White House via email for comment of the warning. It says here, the escalation of these warnings against city members comes amid heightened bipartisan concerns over the rising tide of politically motivated violence in the U.S. Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with the sleeping giant citizen. The big problem is those in the spotlight. Most of them in the left. They are the big warnings. The problem. They keep putting all this type of stuff out there, and it's not the sleeping giant people. It's not the people. It's them. It says the White House and the commander himself have downplayed his remarks as charged rhetoric and denied that these constituted direct warnings against the lawmaker, but his comments have sparked condemnation from the left party. You know what's gonna happen? I can see the future right now. I can see it right now, all right? But I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet when it comes to knowing the future stuff. But here's the thing, is that when Donald is done serving his term, they're going to go after him. They're going to try to do that indictment again. And they're going to use this and say, we had a commander that wanted to prosecute these lawmakers. And again, they're going to use that. So Donald needs to be very careful with the things that he says. Because, again, all this is all set up, and they're going to use it and make sure this time they're going to lock him Last week, a group of 6 of the Blue, each former members of the military or US intelligence community, posted a 90-second video in which they called on serving members to refuse illegal orders from the Donald. Like us, you all swore an oath to protect and defend this Constitution. Right now, the warning to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders. You must refuse illegal orders. No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or our Constitution. Here's the thing. Constitution was not violated, and the law that was given to them is accurate. The orders that were given to them were accurate. Nothing against the Constitution. Is that you guys are just again starting problems here. And knowing that these people are lawmakers, they should have more common sense on respecting commander-in-chief, not putting out this nonsense stunt. This is publicity stuff, but this is playing with fire. Now look, they're getting all these warning message in their voicemail and emails because of this political stunt that they just committed. The lawmakers did not specify the illegal orders to which they were referring, but the video led to a tirade of warnings from the commander-in-chief on Truth Social. Now, this is what Donald said. Seditious behavior, punishable by death. Donald posted. See that right there? They're going to hold on to it. Possibly in the year 2029, they're going to indict the Donald again and say we had a commander that wanted to put lawmakers, Each one of these traitors to our country should be cuffed and put on trial. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. He wrote in a separate post. An example must be set. The commander also shared a post from another user which read, hold on. I'm going to highlight this, guys. This platform is going cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Look at that. Would George Washington do it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because in those times, that was the true America country right there. You do stuff like that, again, they don't play. Back in those times, the founding fathers, you say stuff like that, oof. It'd be a whole different ballgame. See, we live in a time that everybody's so sensitive. You can't say certain names and stuff like that. He's too tall, and everything is so soft nowadays. No injuries have been reported as a result of this warning made against the 5 individuals on Friday, according to Senator. We'll skip the name. Michigan State Police responded to the warnings at her home while she was away, conducted a search, and confirmed no one was in danger. And I said this many times. The Bible says your tongue could become a weapon. Again, I know many of you know what that means. Your tongue could become a weapon. The things that you say could impact others. People are listening. When you say stuff like that, like the video they put out, there are people out there listening. And so they know it. They know it's, in our time, it's called subliminal message. You say these things to trigger someone's mind and cause some things to go down. That's why the Bible says your tongue could become a weapon. They're going to have to answer to God, though. No one will get away from God's judgment. That's why it's very, very, very important to have a kind heart and pure heart and, things that's positive, kind, and love. You don't want to say the wrong thing and, because, again, people listen and you can end up having enemies. Representative, I'm going to skip the name, said her district office, I read that part, a spokesperson for this person told Politico on Friday that her office had filed a complaint against Donald, treating his post the same as all warnings targeting representative, and noted that the two of the district offices had received warnings. Geez, these people look really, really angry. They need a cat or something, like maybe a plush they could play with. I mean, they look very grouchy. All right. So the pre-recorded voicemail greeting from this person in DC office informs callers that there has been a rise in profanity, Landon, abusive calls, and warning against the representative, and says that these will be reported to law enforcement. Well, they know how to bring the country together with that video. They didn't bring the country together. They made it worse. Colorado Representative Crow's district office in Aurora was similarly subject to a warning on Friday, according to a statement posted to his official X account. The Congresswoman and his staff are safe, the post read. Congressman Crow is grateful for the quick response from law enforcement and their work to keep our community safe. And look, I pray for these people's safety. I do. I pray for everyone. But again, these people they need to stop with all this nonsense. The Blue, you guys need to stop. I mean, man, what is wrong with you? It's all hate against Donald. When Joe was in the spotlight, we didn't see stuff like that. Representative DeLuzio shared on X that 2 warnings were made against his offices in Carnegie and Beaver County, Pennsylvania, and wrote, "The congressman and congressional staff are safe, and thank law enforcement for swiftly responding." New Hampshire State Police responded to a warning in Concord, New Hampshire, on Friday afternoon, where one of the representative Goulender's offices is located, based on reports that several hazardous items wired together were observed nearby. Officers responded to the area and confirmed the presence of hazardous items, the Concord Police Department said in a press release. New Hampshire State Police squad responded and dispelled the concern and ensured all items were rendered safe. So what people are saying? Well, it says here, today, the Donald called my warning, the death and the cuff. He didn't want to hear a basic lesson. The oath to the Constitution comes above all. I will not be intimidated, and I will uphold my oath. Well, you kind of broke the oath when you went against your commander. So, you went against your commander making that video, because believe it or not, he's still your commander. Donald is your commander. And you swore an oath. Now, again, Donald did not violate anything. You basically made veterans look really bad. You guys violated the oath by going against your commander. Man, that's sad. It's sad. It is. It's really sad. Here's the thing. They know that Donald didn't violate it. They just don't like him, period. Have you guys noticed, and I'm going to skip all this here, guys. Have you guys noticed that from the Gov shutdown, it went to the Jeffrey Files, from the Jeffrey Files, it went to this video here, and from this one here. It's just another chapter of headaches, all right? This Blue, all they put out is headache after headache after headache. It's just, man, I don't know how to sleep at night. Man, I guarantee this week, there's going to be something else. They're going to possibly pardon the Donald because they're working on an impeachment article. That's another one. And, they're going to come out with all this stuff. Now, I'm going to skip the rest of this here, guys. And, there's a lot. There's a lot more here. But, again, what happens next? Well, the administration has suggested that an investigation could be launched into the Blue, the future in the Tuesday video. That's all that needs to be done. An investigation. That's it. Donald, just don't say nothing. Just let the investigation. I mean, it's just crazy. I never seen anything like this. Now, again, scriptures tells us that we must pray for our leader. Did Daniel set up King Nebuchadnezzar? No. Did the Apostle Paul made the stunts that these blue are doing to Donald? Did the Apostle Paul did that to the Roman Empire? Those leaders? No. They prayed for the leaders. It goes to tell you that our sleeping giant country are not being run by Christians. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Check out the videos I posted today. All the links will be in the comments box. Make sure you follow my other channels. Those links will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.